Hello and welcome to the worst magic shows in Las Vegas. Well, there are two standout worst magic shows in 2019. The first is a small little show called The Naked Magicians. These two men are quite nice and charming, but the flaw in this show is they don't really do very much magic. They do comedy mind reading, and they're not really naked because you can't be in Las Vegas. So here's the problem. If you want naked guys, go to Magic Mike Live. If you want magic, go to Chris Angel. Unfortunately, the combination of naked guys doing magic is totally incongruous. As we know, magic isn't cool, and so few can make this hot and sexy and attractive. These guys are fun and cute, but it really is a very poor magic show. Our second worst magic show is, unfortunately, Penn and Teller, purely down to the fact that they do not get on with it. They spend 8 to 10 minutes doing every single illusion. 22 minutes, 3 illusions, one of which they gave away at the beginning of the show. I was dying. Why give away magic? They do it all through the show, 2 or 3 illusions where they tell you how they do it with no zinger or payoff. It takes a long time. A couple of their tricks went wrong, and it's a shame, because these guys are legends of magic, but unfortunately utterly and completely boring. Check out our best magicians, but here's the review for our 2 least favourite. First, Penn and Teller, then the Naked Magicians at MGM Grand. Penn and Teller, of course, are at Rio. Hello and welcome to another exclusive review with me, Alex Belfield, here at CelebrityRadio.biz, where last year we had over 12 million minutes viewed on YouTube. We're now the #1 reviewer of theatre in the UK and Las Vegas. This week we visit Penn and Teller at Rio, Las Vegas. Penn and Teller are the bad boys of magic. These anti-magicians push the boundaries and laugh in the face of the rabbit out of the hat illusionists. They not only perform magic, but often tell you how it's done. On TV, Penn and Teller have warmth, wit, timing and charm. On stage, Penn simply will not stop talking. This unique duo have a strange shtick in which Penn rambles on whilst Teller waits patiently and mostly steals the show with his stunning technical brilliance, precision and prowess. I love this duo and their TV shows, but having just sat through 90 minutes of the Penn and Teller show live at Rio, Las Vegas, I'm left deflated, frustrated, confused and disappointed. Here's the problem. Penn is a brilliant intellect and raconteur. However, we don't care. We just want fabulous illusions and 5-star magic. He's simply too clever for his own good. I find myself zoning out a lot of the time. Tricks that should take 90 seconds take 8 minutes. Bits that should be 3 to 5 minutes are 15. In the first 22 minutes we had 3 tricks, one of which they gave away after 8 minutes of build-up with no payoff or zinger. I genuinely want to love Penn and Teller, but want to punch them for their pure laziness, clumsiness and sloppiness of their ever-evolving show. Maybe that's the problem. No polish. You can get tickets by googling Penn and Teller Rio, Las Vegas. The 1,475-seater Penn and Teller Theatre was full tonight in Vegas. That's a remarkable achievement and testament to their global appeal and success. This is undeniable. The bad boys of magic are without question incredibly clever and talented, but collectively too sophisticated for their own good, in my opinion, especially in Sin City, or at least during the performance to which I was invited. This is sad. I want to rave about these 2 mavericks and innovators. Instead, I was given 3 card tricks, 2 of which went wrong, magic rings, dancing silk, paper rip, and a finale that was a bigger disappointment than Roseanne's TV comeback. How? They're brilliant. Why didn't this come across on the stage? Having said that, I love the new proscenium arch staging from the TV show, yet disappointed by the new TV screens that often were out of focus and not in HD. How in 2019? Penn has the audacity to do a 15-minute bit slagging off Chris Angel. He parodies street magic and mocks the Believe star, as well as mocking the credibility of his material. I challenge anyone to watch Penn and Teller and Angel back to back and not admit that these shows are incomparable. Chris simply has the biggest and best produced magic show in modern history. At least be funny if you're going to take the piss. This is a total home goal from Penn, and beneath him too. I applaud the fact they meet and greet the fans after the show without tacky merchandise plugs or any agenda. I would like to think I'm of average intelligence, but there were parts of this show where I just lost the plot and interest. Bits went on so long regularly, I just didn't care. Equally, Teller's Coins and Goldfish bit is probably one of the most beautiful and crafted pieces of magic in history. It's 5-star brilliant. Interesting, this was the first of the show that got a round of applause. Could this be because it's classy, breathtaking, beautiful, edited and silent magic? Who knows? I'm so thrilled Penn has dropped the politics in the show. This was my biggest criticism 2 years ago. Laborious and not required in entertainment, let alone magic. Where I do give Penn and Teller credit is that the show is almost entirely new. They're constantly reinventing the wheel, and the show is so much better than 2 years ago with Penn's political rants and avant-garde nonsense taken out. I could also do without the jazz, but each to their own. My issue is crafting, pacing, editing and timing. This is a 25-minute show, dragged out over 90 minutes. Teller played along, but as both Penn and Teller left the stage in theatre, there was average applause and no standing ovation tonight. It all just seemed to fizzle out quietly. Such a shame and surprise considering their previous gun finale, which left the crowd stunned, shocked and excited. Penn ad-libbing and being himself was glorious. He should do more of this. But akin to Copperfield, when these guys enter into long and ponderous monologues, it's painfully dull. Penn and Teller are magical geniuses, there's no doubting. So why didn't we get this from tonight's show? My lesson in Vegas is that script is king. You've heard of the New York Minute. Here in Sin City, it's 30 seconds. The Vegas Minute, you see, is simply twice as quick as New York and London because the shows are half the length. Cut the crap and give us a spectacular magic show. We really don't care how you feel or what you think. We just want to be amazed. I'm so disappointed to write this review. Penn and Teller's TV specials are brilliant. Fool Us is great entertainment, but their Vegas show left me cold and at times confused and bored. A 3-star show with rare 5-star moments from Teller. You've been listening to another review by me, Alex Belfield, here at celebrityradio.biz, where last year we had over 12 million minutes viewed on YouTube. You can check out all of our hundreds of interviews and reviews at www.celebrityradio.biz. Ta-da. Hello and welcome to another exclusive review with me, Alex Belfield, here at celebrityradio.biz. This week we're at the MGM Grand to review The Naked Magicians. The Naked Magicians shot to global fame after appearing on America's Got Talent in 2017. In February 2019, they opened at the MGM Grand, the most famous hotel in the world. Starring Mike Taylor and Christopher Wayne, two of Australia's most famous magicians, they're remarkably charming and clearly polished performers. However, this is Vegas, and naked doesn't mean full frontal. Equally, this is less magic and more mind-reading and comedy shtick. The title, therefore, is a gimmick more than a promise. These boys next door are devilishly charismatic and annoyingly hot and fit. They've done nothing for my self-confidence. This show is definitely aimed at bachelorette parties, though. In fact, it is most suited to play the Edinburgh Fringe as a production. Listen, if you want a riotous 10 p.m. knob gag-packed R18 70-minute show filled with crude nonsense, you'll love The Naked Magicians. If you're looking for naked men or a magic masterclass, you'll probably leave disappointed. You can get tickets by Googling The Naked Magicians MGM Grand. The first problem with The Naked Magicians is that the poster claims it bears all and offers full frontal illusions at the MGM in Las Vegas. This is clever wordplay, but not true. The boys aren't naked at any point. This is not allowed on the Strip in Sin City. Ironically, there's no cock allowed. So, if this is the reason that you've booked your tickets to see the boys, you'll be very disappointed. This does restrict the show's obvious potential and, frankly, their ability to perform. Within 30 minutes, they're topless, and by 45, we get ass shots. However, covering your indiscretions and trying to talk, entertain and do magic at the same time is an illusion worth seeing itself. The second problem for this show, in Vegas specifically, is how it will find an audience. Girls want hot guys naked, dancing and sexy, not necessarily doing endless illusions and mind-reading tricks. Guys, mostly, would never go to see a show involving naked men, let alone naked male magicians, so finding a Vegas audience will be tough with so much competition. There's no doubting, though, from the off, the boys walked out in their suits, that the girls were gagging to see their wands. The boys are great entertainers. I left wondering, though, what was the point other than to celebrate their pool-ready bods? I'm just old and jealous, I guess. I genuinely wish the boys well. They're entertaining, comfortable and confident performers. I hope the clickbait title of the show pays off. They're both talented dudes. This 21+ R-rated magic show plays Wednesdays through Mondays at 10 p.m. at MGM Grand Las Vegas at the beautiful Brad Garrett Comedy Club. You've been listening to another review by me, Alex Belfield, here at celebrityradio.biz, where last year we had over 12 million minutes viewed on YouTube. We're now the #1 reviewer on YouTube and Google for theatre. Thanks for tuning in, and come back soon. Ta-da.